In the heart of the Samburu lands, where the rolling savannas meet the azure sky, lived a brave young warrior named Kito. His days were filled with the responsibilities of a warrior, guarding his people and defending their traditions. Dressed in the traditional red shuka, adorned with colourful beaded jewellery, and always armed with his spear, Kito embodied the courage and honour of the Samburu warrior. Not far from Kito's Manyata homestead lived Layla, a young woman known for her beauty and strong spirit. She often wore the traditional attire of the Samburu women, colourful kangas and beaded necklaces that clinked musically with each step she took. Her heart, though bound by the traditions of her people, yearned for something more, something unspoken, a love that defied the constraints of her culture. Kito and Layla's paths first crossed during a community ritual, a vibrant celebration of their rich Samburu heritage. The moment their eyes met, something unspoken blossomed between them, a whisper of a forbidden connection. They soon found themselves seeking each other out, stolen moments, turning into secret meetings, always cloaked by the night. Under the shimmering stars, their love grew, each clandestine encounter deepening the bond that tied their hearts together. They would meet in hidden groves where the towering acacia trees shielded them from prying eyes. Here, they whispered dreams of a future together, dreams that seemed impossible in the light of day. Their love, however, did not go unnoticed forever. The Samburu community had strict traditions, and any deviation was met with harsh consequences. Elder Mzee Juma, the wise yet stern guardian of their customs, soon caught wind of the forbidden romance. His maniata, filled with cultural artifacts and symbols of their heritage, underscored the weight of his words when he summoned Kito for a stern warning. "Kito," Elder Mzee Juma began, his voice a mix of wisdom and authority. "You are a warrior, a protector of our traditions. You know as well as I do that our customs do not allow for such unions without the blessing of the council and the families involved. This path you tread is dangerous, not just for you but for Layla as well." Kito bowed his head, the elder's words heavy on his soul. "I understand, Mzee Juma, but my love for Layla is true. I cannot hide it, nor can I deny it." Mzee Juma sighed. "The heart does not always align with tradition, but you must understand the consequences of defying our ways are severe." As if the pressure from the elders was not enough, another complication arose. Omari, a rival warrior with ambitions of his own. He had long sought Layla's hand, not out of love, but for the power and status her family's alliance would bring. Omari, with his cunning eyes and imposing presence, began to sense the growing bond between Kito and Layla, and it threatened his plans. Omari's jealousy and ambition drove him to action. He began stirring up trouble, spreading rumors and creating conflicts to discredit Kito. The village, already on edge about the rumored love affair, grew more divided. Omari's actions were calculated, each move designed to turn the community against Kito. Layla, aware of Omari's machinations, grew increasingly anxious. "Kito, we must find a way. Omari's influence is growing and the elders are listening to him. They are considering an arranged marriage to solidify alliances." Kito's heart pounded. The thought of losing Layla to Omari was unbearable. "We will fight this together, Layla. Our love will be our strength." Tensions reached their peak when Omari challenged Kito in a public spectacle, aiming to disgrace him in front of the entire village. On a bright midday, under the scorching sun, the two warriors faced each other, their spears ready for battle. The entire tribe gathered to witness this momentous event, the air thick with anticipation and fear. "Kito, you have defied the traditions of our people long enough," Omari shouted, his voice echoing across the savannah. "You are unworthy of Layla and unworthy of our tribe's respect." Kito stood his ground, his eyes never leaving Omari's. "My worth is not determined by you, Omari. I will fight for my love and for what is right." The clash was fierce, both warriors demonstrating their strength and skill. Spears flashed and dust rose as they fought. The villagers watched in a mix of horror and awe, the outcome of this battle uncertain. Blood, sweat, and the cries of the warriors filled the air, Amidst the chaos, a new voice cut through the din. Layla stepped forward, her presence commanding attention. "Stop," she cried, her voice clear and unwavering. "This fight is not about honor or tradition. This fight is about love, and it is a battle we should not have to fight." Her words stunned the crowd into silence. Elder Mazie Juma, moved by her bravery and sincerity, stepped forward. "Layla, what you ask defies our ways, but your courage reflects the very spirit of our people. Courage to face the impossible." Layla's eyes filled with tears, but her voice remained strong. "Elder, love should not be a crime. It should be celebrated, as much a part of our lives as the traditions we hold dear. Quito and I, our love is true, and we wish to honor its strength while respecting our heritage." The villagers murmured among themselves, a flicker of hope and understanding beginning to gleam in their eyes. Nafula, Layla's best friend, stepped forward in support. "Layla speaks the truth. We must find a way to honor both our hearts and our traditions." Elder Mazie Juma looked at Layla, then at Quito, and finally at the gathered villagers. His stern expression softened as he raised his hand for silence. "Perhaps it is time we learn to bend, not break, our traditions. Perhaps this is the path forward, honoring the past while embracing the future." The tension lifted, replaced by a sense of unity and possibility. Elder Mazie Juma nodded at Quito and Layla. "Your love has shown us a new way. May it guide us to a better understanding and a stronger community." In the end, love indeed conquered tradition. Quito and Layla, now united, became symbols of a new era for the Samburu tribe, one where love and tradition coexisted in harmony. Their story inspired their people to embrace change while cherishing their rich heritage. Years later, their tale was celebrated in songs and dances, a legend passed down through generations. Quito and Layla's love story taught future generations the power of love, the importance of courage, and the significance of finding a balance between honoring traditions and embracing progress. I hope you enjoyed this tale and learned a bit about the African culture. I hope to see you again with the next tale.